Hello. I'm assuming this is working, but if it isn't, we'll see when I edit this. Hello, everyone. This is the first video for my channel. I've honestly been putting it off so much just because, I don't know, I procrastinate a lot and I want this to be fun, but I had to see how much thought actually has to go into a YouTube channel. But now that we're here, I have my car, cleaned it, it's all nice. I have my little decorations in it. Shout out Avery because she got me that. So I cleaned it, and I did want to have the videos happen in my car just because I like this setting. I like just having it in my little zone. But another thing too, I was also struggling to find ideas of what to talk about. I tried doing vlogs, but I just don't like it. I just feel like I'm missing so much stuff, and it's just so choppy, and it's just not something I enjoy doing. So I've just decided I'm going to just sit down and talk. I do that anyway, so might as well record it. But today, we're going to start the series called I Could Talk Forever, which is basically like every week I'm going to find a topic and we're just going to talk about it, my thoughts, everything about it, for however long this video is. This week's topic, which as many people I've seen talking about it as well, is the movie Obsession. Honestly, I haven't even seen it. I'll be for real, I haven't seen it. But I read the synopsis on Wikipedia. I've seen a bunch of people talking about it. My friends watched it. I'm just really bad with horror movies, to be honest. But I'm very intrigued. Like, I honestly feel like once it comes out, I also don't want to pay to watch it, but once it comes out, I feel like I will definitely watch it. I just don't I just can't do like possession and demons and spirits and stuff like that. I just don't feel well with it, and I also won't sleep at night because I'm very much like, if I see something, I'll probably dream about it or something like that. Obsession. I've seen so many different opinions on this movie, which also shows like how good of artistry it is to make a movie like that. I love movies that have just people having different opinions on. There's very clearly a wrong opinion here, and it's that Bez the victim. That man caused every single person's problem in that movie. Lord have mercy. We're gonna get to that though. We're gonna start with the effect this movie's had on the media and people's opinions. I feel like, from what I've seen, because I'm on a very specific side of TikTok, I very much get a lot of feminism stuff, a lot of thought daughter, I do get edits, to be fair. Majority of my For You page is edits, but outside of that, I do get a lot of very much deep, meaningful things. So I haven't really gotten the side of TikTok where people, men, are defending Bear's actions. I've seen a lot of women talk about their experience with people thinking that Bear's the victim. But I will say the bottom line is Bear isn't the victim. The victim is Nikki. That woman, I can't express to you how hard it is, how much I feel for that woman. Because she didn't do anything to deserve this, honestly. It was all in Bear's head, and he ruined her life, quite literally ruined her life and left her to deal with everything. I think that just men who believe that Bear's the victim, I just can't comprehend it, honestly, that there's no way that you could say Bear's the victim at all. He caused his own issue. Whoa, I don't know what that noise was, but he caused his own issue. He made the wish willow. He didn't have the balls to say that he liked Nikki, even though she literally gave him the chance to say it to her, chickened out. And then he, even when it was, you could clearly see that it wasn't Nikki. She was struggling with herself. It was an out-of-body experience, and he still, he didn't care. He was living his dream, basically, and he only decided to, question it when it was starting to be inconvenient for him. When she was starting to lose her freaking mind, and he was like, oh, it isn't cool anymore. Oh, she's not hot anymore. She's just crazy. And that aggravates me. I can't even explain to you how much that aggravates me, just because it talks about, now, how men, fantasize and fetishize these, cool, hot, independent women. But the minute they get them And the minute they don't fit their fantasy anymore, they're like, oh, I don't like it anymore. Oh, it's not sexy anymore. She's clingy. Oh, she's this, and this, and that. And I feel like a lot of men are living in this fantasy. Well, it's like the minute they get this girl, they've like fetishized almost. And she doesn't live to this like idealistic dream that they have. They don't want it anymore and they discard it. And the fact that Bet only starts like, I don't think he ever loved her. He never loved her, obviously. He didn't even know her, honestly. He idealized her. Like the way he called the company when it's starting to be inconvenient for him. And then he was like, oh, I don't want to cancel the wish. I just want to alter it. I just want to change it. He just wanted it to be, I keep repeating the word convenient, but it quite literally is. It's like, he just wanted to make it his life better. Like, he just wanted to have her placed in his life the way he wanted to, like a doll. She was quite literally his puppet. And he wanted to control her in all the ways just to be the kind of Nikki that he wanted. Oh, sorry if you can hear me chewing. That's disgusting, actually. I hate the sound of chewing. And so I'm like trying to delay this part that I want to talk about, but I'm going to have to talk about it because it's like, I can't tell you the anger that boiled inside of me when I saw this scene was when he literally raped her. Like, that's a fact. I think a big aspect of this movie is about consent, about bodily autonomy, and just your right to make a choice. And so he rapes her, basically. He assaults her. From what I've heard multiple times, but I know there's this one scene where like they clearly like are intimate, but she's not in her right mind, basically. And whatever, like the possessed body of Nikki is asleep, and the real Nikki shows up on the bed. And she tells Beth, she's like, just kill me. He's like, shh, don't wake her up. And he's like, just kill me. Like, I don't want to live through this anymore. And I actually can't even explain to you how disgusting and twisted and sick this made me feel. But he was saying that, he said, what's so wrong about being with me? What's so bad about being with me? Excuse me? This girl is possessed. She's lost all like function of her body. And you're wondering, oh, what's so bad about being with me? Like, it isn't that bad. Like, you should like me, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me? And that says all you need to know about his character. Well, multiple things tell you a lot about his character, but this specifically just shows that he feels no remorse. He doesn't have any, like, care for her at all. And he just wants his way. Like, he can't comprehend why she wouldn't want to be there with him. Even, it's not her choice, dude. Like, I can't tell you how aggravated this makes me feel, but she's lost all function. Like, she's lost the gift of choice. The right of choice, actually. And he's just, like, selfishly thinking about his wants and his desires for her. And the fact that he just lets it happen, honestly. Like, everyone's telling him, like, hey, like, this is not Nikki. Like, something's wrong. And he's just, like, he doesn't care. He's getting what he wants. He's getting the girl of his dreams, quote unquote. The girl he fetishized. And I think it just makes me sick to my stomach. I think I'm very lucky to not have, like, encountered a man who has this idea, this thoughts, who thinks this way, like, very red. Well, I don't think red pill is the word, but very narcissistic. I'm very lucky to not have met that because I think, to be honest, I don't have a lot of male relationships, I will say. I've never been in a relationship personally. And I do have a lot of guy friends. I'm friends with everyone, I will say, but I do have quite a few guy friends, fairly enough. However, I'm very easy to cut people off, honestly. Like, I want to say easy. It does hurt, and I always, like, I'm very forgiving, I will say. A lot of the times, if someone says some stupid to me, I promise you I will cut them off. Like, recently, also, I just don't have tolerance for men, to be honest. I don't have tolerance for BS. I don't have tolerance for idiocy, inconsideration, any of that. And so, I know specifically, like, I was recently really annoyed at my friend because he, like, always cancels plans. Like, when we go to group, he's always, like, he cancels. He doesn't want to be there. And he's always late. And I So like I'm the older sister. And so I definitely have that like older first daughter, like blah, 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 all of that TikTok thing you'll see. And so for me, like I find it so inconsiderate, especially because I'm the one that always has to plan it. Because they'll never plan anything, but when I plan it, there's always some form of like issue that either I have to figure out or like there's an issue, there's a problem. And so, but recently that happened, and I was so annoyed at this man. Like I actually was so angry at him because it's just so inconsiderate. But it wasn't like I was gonna cut him off, but I let him know. I was like, hey, like that was messed up, and I'm really annoyed at you for this actually. And I think it's so inconsiderate. You need to get it together because if this keeps happening, like we're not gonna be friends anymore. Because I can't deal with people who are inconsiderate when I'm always considerate of other people. And so that's why like I was like, I definitely have a lot of guy friends, but I always keep like a very strict line of things I will tolerate and things I won't tolerate. Another thing too, another friend, we were joking. Okay, obviously I'm not from America. Like I'm obviously not American. I'm I'm very international. Like I lived all over, but mostly I lived in England for 7 years of my life. So I definitely got their mannerisms, humor specifically. But I live in Florida. All my friends are American basically. And so I had this friend. We were like joking around, like we were teasing. I would say, but like being playfully mean. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're stupid. Like, whatever. However, I've quickly learned that Americans can't deal with it. Americans, they will either get super offended or they will just be outright mean. And so me and my friend were like joking around, and he goes, oh, you ugly Brazilian hood rat. I was like, excuse me? I literally left him unopened for a couple hours because I was like processing. I was like, who gave you the freedom to speak to me like that? Oh, excuse me. I won't tolerate inconsideration, but also, I can't tell you how I won't tolerate disrespect. Cussing at me, anything like that, I hate. Like, I don't tolerate that whatsoever. So I left them unopened for hours because I was fuming. Like, it was just so crazy. Like, the switch up was insane. Like, I was joking. I might have said something like, oh, like, you don't think, like, you're immature, whatever. He says that, and I'm like, whoa. Hours go by. I finally text him because I calmed down because I'm like, okay, like, he just didn't get the idea of the joke that we were going around. Like, he took it extreme, 100%. Like, he shouldn't have said that in any way. But I definitely, like, I calmed down. I was like, he definitely didn't mean that with malice. As bad as it is, as terrible as what he said is, he didn't mean it with malice. But so then I finally texted him. I calmed down. I was like, hey, like, I'm not going to just end the friendship like that because it is obviously a mistake. Like, he didn't mean it like that, as annoyed as I was. But I text him, and then I'm like, hey, like, I know we're close and all, but I need you to, like, understand that I don't like disrespect, and I don't want you to ever feel comfortable saying that to me. And then he did, like, apologize. He was like, oh, yeah, like, I'm sorry. Like, I won't do it again. But, again, whoa, we, like, just diverted insanely. But back to what I was saying. The way I haven't really encountered a lot of men who have that idea of that are very narcissistic like that, just because I won't tolerate it and I won't accept. I'm not close with men like that. I'm very much like, if you say something stupid, I'm gonna say it to your face that I think you're stupid. And I also like to distance myself. Like, I don't like being around people like that. I'm very picky on who I surround myself with. So seeing a guy like that just makes me sick to my stomach that there are people like that. I think I definitely take care of like my social bubble. And so like I don't see this every day. So like seeing someone act like that, it's like, whoa, this is real life. And the only aspect of that movie that was magical or that was like spiritual, whatever you want to call it, that was above like human action was the wish willow making the wish come true. But everything, oh my gosh, I just got so scared. I thought there was something behind me. The fact that everything else was human action, everything else was Bez choice. And the fact that the wish itself was already like doomed. Because his wish wasn't like, I can't express to you how selfish Bear is. Like, the fact that he went into the store looking for something to buy for Nikki, came out with something for himself. And his wish being, I wish that Nikki loved me more than anyone in the world. Not that, oh, I wish Nikki saw me in a different light. Oh, I wish that I could be the one that Nikki liked. No, it was like he wanted her to change all of herself to fit for him. And that level of selfishness, I just can't describe. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. And I also think that I'm only talking about Ben and Nikki just because they're the ones that I know most about, having not watched the movie. Oh my gosh. Actually, I just found my next thing that I'm going to talk about. The fact that he had her possessed, had all of this happen to her, and he still wanted to cheat. Ow. You guys can't see, but I have a rep, and it really, really hurts. But the fact that he did all of that and still was going to cheat with one of their friends, Sarah. Oh my goodness gracious. Because I was so aggravated when I saw this. It's like, what do you mean? You changed all this girl. You literally made her go crazy and you're still going to cheat. What? And I saw people like talking about it. It's like, men will quite literally drive you to psychosis and then leave you. And then turn it all on you like it was your fault, like it was your choice. And it's just so insane to me. Because I've seen this story repeat itself multiple times. I've seen women like cry, like change everything about themselves only for the man to leave. And it's just like they cause their own actions. Like they've done everything. The fact that Bear got to like just like he died and got to be free of all of his actions was just such a hard ending to see. To be fair, the movie was a masterpiece, honestly. I truly think that the director, the writer, whoever made this movie has pretty sick mind, to be honest. But they have a vision. Because the whole concept of, I forgot what I was saying. The whole idea that Bear got to escape all the actions that he did. No, and the fact that he was going to kill himself and then chickened out was just further prove the point that he's so narcissistic. And you will see, a narcissist will never kill themselves. That's a fact. Narcissist, all the crime shows I've watched, a narcissist will never kill themselves because they don't think they're the problem. And Bear took those pills and was going to vomit them out. But Nikki got the wish will. Oh, this movie has a lot of spoilers. I just realized, but whatever. The way that she broke the wish will and made him like love him the same way she did, which once again shows a woman just wants it reciprocated. She doesn't want like this the same way. Men and women have two completely different desires. He wanted her to love him, to be the center of her world, and she wanted him to be with her in her world. Two completely different things. And so she like wishes for him to love her the same way she does. And he isn't able to throw up fast enough. And then he dies. She's like sobbing, obviously, because she's still like possessed. And then boom, she's back to normal. Because that was one of the conditions of the wish, whether one of them had to die for the wish to be broken. And she sat there with everything that happened. All her friends dead. A pile of $1 billion on the floor. She's covered in blood. She's not even dressed as herself. I'm trying to see if I hear the rain. I don't know if you can hear that. It's very windy outside. But the fact that she's just done that he's left and she has to deal with the aftermath, it's real life. Like, how many women are left to deal with the aftermath of men's actions once they're done, once they left it? Women who deal with rape, sexual assault. Like, the fact that the man never takes responsibility for it. And the woman is not only the victim, but she's also the only one left to take care of everything. Is insane to me. It makes me sick. I don't know, it just makes me so upset for Nikki. Like, she was so fetish. Like, her life was ruined, quite literally ruined, by this man who didn't like her, who wasn't her friend, who didn't want any good for her, who wanted to use her as a doll to place in his life the way he wanted to. And then she has to, like, deal with the aftermath. Like, imagine that. Because if we're continuing from the ending of the movie, she's going to jail. 100%. She's getting charged. What's she gonna say? Oh, like, I don't know what happened. I was possessed. She's surrounded by 3 dead people. Her blood on everything. Like, she did it. In our body or not, it was her body that did it. She's gonna go to jail, a mental asylum. She's gonna be traumatized for the rest of her life if she doesn't kill herself. Because I don't know if I can say this, but I told my mom, I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to stay alive after all of that, honestly. Like, this woman got everything taken away from her. Everything taken away from her. For just being a good person. For a man's idea of her. And it makes me, it's sick and twisted to think that, like, you can do anything. And a man will still build up this whole, like, fantasy about you in his head. Because she never gave an inkling that she wanted to be in a relationship with him. She just never gave that. And he took it, whatever he could, to, like, build up in his own head. Like, he had a thing with her. It just sucks. But anyway, that was today's episode. I really enjoyed it, honestly. I do like movies that make me think and things like that. Make me feel things that talks a lot about today's day and age. I do like the dynamic between men and women shown in the movie, and in multiple movies, honestly. I have a list of movies that I want to watch that are recommended to me. I love psychological thrillers. I just love that genre of psychology and, like, the human actions and what's in people's minds. I really am intrigued by it. But that was today's episode. I'll see you next week. Hope you enjoyed. I actually had a lot of fun just sitting and talking for this video. I'll be back next week with a different topic, and I'll see you guys there. Love you. Bye.